The plight of the girl child in Africa has always been a subject of interest at the fore of international debate. Perceived to be the weaker gender, marginalized girls in remote communities are unprotected from rape, early marriage, teenage pregnancy, child trafficking, and poverty. The peak of educational attainment for most of these girls is at best secondary school level, and thereafter they're given out for marriage at an early age.
Some will not even have the opportunity to finish primary school. Even if an average girl finish secondary school in Mapa community, the next thing online is marriage.
Even though they are all mates, as they start together, some people carry belly, they're born now, they don't feel go to school again. So all this one, they pay us because we wait the mother and father. You keep your daughter for school or your boys for school. They don't finish their high school. You know they happen.
Sadly, this has been the norm in these remote communities until Tabitha Cumi Foundation saw the need to change the narrative.
We started work with women in the communities, in hard-to-reach communities. You know, we understood that there was a need to educate them, give them a second chance, in education. They need to help them to take advantage of health facilities, to change their health-seeking behaviors. They need to empower them financially. And we actually made a lot of, progress and contributions, and we had success stories with that. But while we were working in the communities, we saw a lot of girls, a good number of them still in primary school, were getting pregnant, having children, dropping out of school. Some would get married, but many were single parents, and they would just fall into the routine of the women at the community level. And we saw a gap that needed to be addressed. And that's what informed our choice and our decision to work with the girls. Because we understood, we saw that if we didn't work with the girls, we'll produce the same circle of women that we were working with. And so that's how our work with girls started.
Hassanna and Hussaina are twin sisters born and raised in Mapa village, a typical remote community situated within the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, Nigeria. The living conditions are such that limits the young ones from pursuing their dreams. However, their success story began when they joined Tabitha Girls Club while in secondary school.
So when Tabitha Girls Club came to Mapa community, it has impacted a lot to us. Like, it's kind of encouraged us that we don't have to stop in secondary school and get married. We have to further our education. We don't have to see ourselves within this community. Like, we have to think outside the box. So it's kind of encouraged us to think high of ourselves, and again that we can become anything we want. We don't have to stop at secondary school.
When they came, they were telling us on how to, keep ourselves, how to be focused as a girl child. You don't have to think that because you are a girl, you can't do a particular thing. So that's really serve as a kind of encouragement to us. They give us that chance to, express ourselves. Before, I can't even talk. My thinking was, just this community.
Well, Hassanna and Hussaina is an amazing set of twins who have been in the Girls Club from inception, because the Girls Club actually started in their community. If they had not been in the Girls Club, would definitely have gotten married and would not have been able to pursue their education to the level to which they have done. With the support of the organization and with their own determination, we kept encouraging them. They were part of all our trainings, the first with Australian Aid, even the second one, they came as peer mentors at the second training. They've been steady along the way. And for us, it's a thing of joy to actually see them complete their education and graduate.
Shortly after the secondary education, the twin sisters, having been inspired and mentored to dream beyond their limiting environments through Tabitha Girls Club, decided to further their education. They both secured the JAMB form, wrote the examination, and came out successful.
And I don't even have Bwari certificate, so we just give it a try. We wrote. Then my sister's result came out. She passed. Then I didn't hear anything about mine. I was worried. I said, "Whoa, what's happening to my own result? Am I not going to school?" So, and then later, I think a week after, I saw my result, and I just got a message that okay, I've passed, and I got even above the requirement. I was so happy.
It's one thing to get admission, and it's another thing to process the admission. At that point in time, we had nothing in the house, like nothing. We had nothing. So the first support we got for our admission process was from Tabitha Cumi Foundation. Before my dad took some loan from his workplace, and then that was how we were able to process the admission.
Being a combination of commitment and focus to a dream they believed in, they stayed resilient towards completing their education. Against all odds, despite losing their biological mother while in secondary school and receiving occasional pressure from their father to be handed out in marriage, they remained dedicated to their cause.
There were times where things got difficult, and the only thing my dad think that could be the solution is to get married.
The only option that comes to my mind is if I try my best and they finish secondary school, I'll give them out for marriage, because I alone cannot further their education anymore.
We just had to talk to him like marriage is not everything. Like, just have when the right time comes, we're going to get married. Marriage should not be our first priority. At least we should have some level of education we have to start from.
With the help of God and the coming of Tabitha, the kind of encouragement they are giving them and everything, support, so they still have to proceed. Thank God they proceed. With the support of Tabitha Girls Foundation, they were able to complete their university education.
When it became tough financially in school, the business skills they had acquired through the Foundation's Girls Club came in handy to sustain them while on campus.
In school, what I do is I sell recharge card, just recharge card. That was what I did in school. At least selling recharge card, I get 10 naira, 5 naira from it. At least can handle some of my needs in school like that.
I sell egg, kerosene, recharge card, what is it called? Pen, books, liquid soap, which it was a skill that I got from Tabitha Cumi Foundation. They taught us different kind of skills with like home care product, Isa air freshener, liquid soap, Vaseline, that we can use to, start up something for ourselves. I also sell pure water. When you drop your pure water, accident will just come and carry. You get lost from there, but I just continued, and that is how I was able to cope with feeding and all of that. And also Mommy Tabitha, she has been a very, very great support to us. She sent us money for feeding too.
Hassanna has been a very good friend and a sister to me, and we met under the platform of Welfare Committee in MSSN University of Abuja chapter. Apart from academic stress and coupled with MSSN program, she also do some business, hostels, such as selling recharge card, kerosene, liquid soap, and all that to help herself.
Today, the twin sisters Hassanna and Hussaina are exemplary leaders and role models to many young girls in Mapa community. The record shows they are the first set of graduates to have successfully completed their university education from their community without ending up as teenage mothers.
The way they do now, and what make my daughter doing own like she them, make it do them as they start, they finish everything. And what my own daughter do, make it follow them like that.
I'm very happy that I'm a graduate. I'm very happy that I could make my parents proud of me.
Just like my sister said, just graduated from the University of Abuja, and I'm so grateful and thankful to Almighty Allah for making this day a reality. I'm so happy, and I want to say a very big thank you to my family and also to my family, Tabitha Cumi Foundation.
Girls' child education is very important because I've ever seen a female that become a minister of finance in Nigeria here. And I'd love to hear that my daughter is one time in such position through education. So I'd like to thank Tabitha Cumi Foundation for its support, and I would like to encourage them to reach out to more children as they did to me, so that more girls' child can become educated in Nigeria.
Their graduation from the University of Abuja has proven again the Tabitha Cumi Foundation's theory of change for marginalized girls in hard-to-reach areas.
We saw the results in the girls. So our understanding as an organization is that if girls from underserved communities are given the opportunity, are supported, mentored, supported psychosocially, supported financially, and mentored to remain in school until they complete, to delay marriage until they complete their education, to delay childbearing until they complete their education, they can actually succeed. And that's the theory of change.
There's this saying that said, if you educate a boy child, you educate an individual, and if you educate a girl child, you educate a nation. With my own personal experience, if girls can be encouraged from the community I come from, where there's no good road, no lights, no good water, through NGOs like Tabitha Cumi Foundation, to really go a long way to help them, because they might come back and be of great relevance to the society and even develop the society.
Just like me and my sister are a success story today, I believe that if girls are encouraged to go back to school, just like other girls that, we were all in secondary school, they have to drop out due to, teenage pregnancy. Some have to drop out because their parents couldn't afford their education anymore. Some don't even have anybody to support them. I believe they can become a great person in the society.
For the twin sisters, the future remains bright with better opportunities to secure good jobs and also support their families. Nevertheless, their current passion is to further their education and also give back to the community where they live.
I now see myself as a role model in the community. I want to tell other girls that if I can become a graduate from this community, they also can do it. All they need is just to be determined and to be focused. Also, they should feel free to talk to me about anything.
I know that business really don't flow here, maybe because of I don't know, the environment, but I will still like to go back, and teach them some skills that I learned from Tabitha, teach them the skills extensively so that they can, be able to set up their business. There are a lot of girls here that, that have skills. And one thing I want to tell other girls in my community is that you have to be serious. Nobody can force you from where you are. You have to, even if somebody wants to help you, you have to be ready to learn.
As graduates, especially from underserved and hard-to-reach communities, they have a role already to mentor other girls, to mentor their peers, to let them know that if we can do it against all odds, you can do it also. And we know, that if these processes are replicated, are scaled up to reach more girls, we will have more girls that are educated, we will have more girls that are empowered. The face of the woman will no longer be the face of poverty. At the end of it, our nation will be empowered.